Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-November 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for the lovely Leos. What's happening for my friends? Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me about the Leos here in mid-November. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo in mid-November, please. And thank you, my guides. What's happening? Okay, that card came tumbling out, so we're going to take it. We have the Helping Hands card, beautiful card. It's dreamy, it's etheric. There could also be something linked to sleep and rest showing up here. I do like this card generally, though, when it shows up, because it's very spiritual. There's a lot of nuance with this card. Now, before we really dive into that too much, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this Helping Hands card. So when we look at the imagery here, we see this lovely lady. It looks like she's having herself a little nap, a little snooze. She's having a bit of rest, and she is surrounded by these hands. So first and foremost, I always think of sleep and rest. Hopefully your energy hasn't been zapped a little bit. It's very important for you to get proper rest and relaxation in this time. Whether you're healing the body, the mind, the soul, or just recharging. Spirit could be asking you to straighten that out or make sure you're getting proper rest so you're functioning correctly. But aside from things involving sleep, to me, this is an extremely spiritual card that points to our guides, our spirit team, our ancestors surrounding you. Even if you don't feel it, even if you don't notice it, know that you are spiritually protected and you are loved. This is a beautiful energy, and it's a beautiful card for us to start off the reading, specifically if you've been going through some difficult times. Now, another thing I will say about this, don't be surprised. I mean, if it's already happened or if it pops up in the next coming days and weeks that someone asks for your help, like, hey, can you help me out with this? Or you might need somebody else's help. If you need assistance, don't be afraid to ask when this card shows up. So let's just put it down right over there. We're going to get into tarot now. And I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. I'm going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness here. Let's shuffle it up one time for my lovely Leos. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Now, I will say this, for the past month, Leo, it feels like a lot of other people's energies have been affecting you because it's been focused on other people that, yeah, their energy could have been coming towards you heavily. But last week's reading seemed bigger scale. It was titled Big Karmic Warning. And it felt like the karmic hands were at play in a lot of Leo's lives. So a lot of you could be experiencing beginnings, endings, different cycle shifts. And it was all over the place in last week's reading. And that energy can stick around sometimes. But let's see what we have for you. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. So let's get it going here. Let's get 3 cards out for my lovely Leos, please. That's the spirit team. Okay. So we were leading off with a card talking about rest and sleep, and we are once again leading off with another card about rest, relaxation, sleep. Okay, so if this isn't you, someone you're linked to, they're having a really, really tough time getting some shut-eye. Let's get a couple more here, Leo. Okay, you see that 4 of Swords right there? That person is knocked out cold. Let's get a couple more. All right, we got the 9 of Cups. Very happy, content, usually. This is a beautiful energy of wish fulfillment, contentment. Let's get a couple more. Now, every card does have ups and downs. That's always important to remember. But the 9 of Cups is really nice. Maybe you're waiting on something. I mean, there could be somebody that's holding out or waiting on the right opportunity to pounce. Right? I know Leos like to pounce. All right. We have the 6 of Cups, a card of the past, or very deep, strong soul ties here, Leo. So this is interesting. Similar to the Aries reading, there's a lot of internal energy happening here. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first glance, I look down here. It has the two main suits that I connect with internal energy. We have double cups here. We have a card that's sword, so we have the mind, we have the heart. So there could be a lot going on within yourself or internally here, but there is good possibilities here. None of these cards are inherently bad energy. And I will say that even if we do have some warnings or tough things that start to show up, these cards aren't inherently bad. So let's go through one by one and really start to piece this together. Position number one, we have the Four of Swords. Could be taking a break, taking a rest from something. That's a big thing here. You see that person, looks like they're knocked out cold, like I said. So once again, we're getting a double reiteration from Spirit saying, take care of your rest, take care of your sleep, or you might need a break from something here, okay? Doesn't just have to be people, it could be work, right? It could be anything if you've been overdoing it, or if it's like really just like making you feel like you're cornered, or if something's just too much, or if someone or something is just too much, it's okay to take a rest or a break. Now, this card is also very spiritual in its own right. When I see the Four of Swords, to me, it represents inner states of being. So meditation, doing things like yoga, like connecting with your spirituality. So it also links to the paranormal. So maybe you're feeling energies a little more intensely than you normally do when we have this Four of Swords. Now, with every single card, there's positive and there's challenge. I already gave you a lot of the positives of this card. Could be somebody waiting on something for sure, but this is inaction. This is somebody not budging. This is somebody not making a move. So you could be dealing with delays and problems or frustrations when this energy is here. That's in its toughest form. So we'll see how it all plays out. But moving to the center, we have the Nine of Cups. Look how happy John Travolta is right there, chilling. Arms crossed, all those full cups around him. That's why I said the way these energies are linking here, this could be somebody waiting on the perfect opportunity or perfect time. Like, all right, I'll wait. I'm happy with waiting. I'll wait till my wish fulfillment could come in, right? So like there could be something someone wants, but they're not making big action towards it, which is kind of like a double negative type of energy. But when I see this card, I think of wish fulfillment. It's super happy, abundant, someone feeling like they have everything they want and need. So maybe something does come your way where you don't have to make big moves towards it. Maybe it's coming towards you. We'll see when we clarify, because I could already see that there could be someone or something that's moving your way as opposed to you moving its way. So it could be very magnetic here. Now, aside from the wish fulfillment, this is very welcoming. I'll give you the shirt off my back type of energy. So this could be a person that's very kind, giving, and shares. So, and from all the Leos I know, like once a Leo has love for you, they will give you the shirt off their back if they need to, or if you need it, right? Like if you need help or assistance, they'll go the end of the world for you. But I love this Nine of Cups. Make sure no one takes advantage of your kindness when this card shows up. Okay, so we'll see what's up with that. It could also be a little warning against overindulgence, right? So partying a little too much, a few too many drinks, things like that. But moving to the back end, we have another cup card. We have the Six of Cups, a card of memories, the past, and history. Okay, so when I see it linked with the Four of Swords, you might be having very funky dreams in this time. This could be a person, of course, like you see the two kids there. So whether it's a person that you've known since childhood or a person that you just have a very deep, long connection and bond with, it could even represent past lives and things like that. So I do think of history and memories when I see this. If it's not a person, you might be taking a lot of walks down memory lane in this time, or there could be something from the past that's still affecting you to this day, okay? Or past behaviors could come circling back around, or past individuals could come circling back around. Things that you've already dealt with could pop up when this card is here. So I need to dive deeper on all this, Leo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here from my Leos, please. Guides and spirit team, what's happening, my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Four of Swords. Why is that Four of Swords here? And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Leo, drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Four of Swords time. What's happening? Thank you. Okay, you really might want to watch like who and what you are giving of yourself to in this time. That's a big energy I'm picking up here with the Six of Pentacles. That's one thing, but I'm picking up another message And I've been picking it up since this middle part with the Nine of Cups. Like, there is a magnetic energy around the Leo collective, which does pop up from time to time. And it's like that's been cycling throughout the zodiac in recent weeks and months. And it's like, all right, Leo's up next. Let's send it all at them. The Six of Pentacles, to me, is a gift-giving type of energy. It's fair, it's balanced. It does have little karmic undertones as well. But when I see it, it's somebody that wants to give something, give of themselves, give of their assets. And once again, just very giving. So the two main messages I'm picking up here with the Four of Swords is like, all right, well, I'm not going to give so much to this, or you need to watch who you're giving to and what you're giving to in this time. This can be a warning from Spirit about that. All right, because I did say, like, don't let anybody take advantage of your kindness. It's like kind of showing up twice here. But still, there's like that boomerang energy that I've been picking up, that someone or something could be moving at you magnetically, like coming towards you, where you're not going to have to be making a lot of the moves. Like, it's going to come at you so fast, it's almost going to be bombarding. Okay, we'll see as we push through the rest of the reading, but I'm already picking up notes of that. Just be discerning about who and what you give your energy to. We'll leave it at that. We're going to go in on that Nine of Cups, that happiness. Could be a little warning, but it doesn't have to be. So why is that Nine of Cups here? For my Leos, please. Really want to get over to that Six of Cups, too. That's interesting. So why do we got the 9? Quick. Yeah, and here they come, or here it comes. Just like that, we have the Knight of Cups in the upright. Someone's coming towards you very quickly here, my friends. Now, you might be linked to a water sign here. Look at all this emotional and inner depth we have all over this reading. The Knight of Cups in the upright is good old Prince Charming, Mr. Loverboy type of energy, right? Now, it doesn't just have to represent connections in the romantic realm. It could be anyone, really. But it's smooth and it's movement-based here. Okay, so whether this is someone or a situation that makes you extremely happy, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of emotional connection and care that I'm picking up in this spread as well. But remember the thing with the Knights, they can also be messengers similar to the Pages, but they also speak about forward movement and action. Someone or something coming in, and we have it double here in the front end. So I feel, once again, for a lot of the Leos, and that might be something you deal with often, there's extra energy moving towards you. Like, if this person's not moving towards you, like physically, energetically at the very least, like this is someone coming in hot, like just sending those vibes, sending those energies your way. So I always use the tagline like, yeah, here they come, or here it comes, and it's showing up here double in the front end. Now, it does have good possibility in the center, I will say that. Okay, I'm not going to say what happened in the past, whether this is new or old, I can't say. But the Nine of Cups with the Knight of Cups in the upright is beautiful, loving, caring, deep type of energy. So it could be something you've been wanting for a very long time. So emotionally, if you've been feeling depleted, right, emotionally drained or anything like that, you could find some real contentment here. This is wish fulfillment energy. So once again, double down of this magnetic energy of people and things just coming at you. Let's keep moving over to that Six of Cups. I like it. I feel like it's claimable. Now, for some of you, it's like, yeah, no, I'll pass on that. I don't want that energy to move towards me. That's your choice, right? That's your prerogative. So I will give this warning once again, because I have to. Like, remember I did say, like, watch who and what you're giving of your energy to. This is a sweet talker type of energy. So if you feel like somebody's just telling you what you want to hear, you know, anyone that just tells you everything that you want to hear, you feel like someone's sweet talking you or selling you a story, I'd watch out for that in this time. Like, if someone or something comes in too hard or too much. Let's see what's up with that Six of Cups. It's like a sales pitch here in the center, possibly. Let's see why that Six of Cups is here. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. That Six of Cups here. Overall, energetically, I'm not seeing huge red flags here. Okay. Wow. Wow. We have the Hierophant in the upright. This is a marriage card that we generally see. So whether this is like someone that you've had a very long-standing relationship with, doesn't mean you had to have been married, but the Hierophant is very, very firm. Both of these cards have a ton of history. So whether this is new and this is old, like there's possible multiple options happening here. There's just so much energy moving towards you, Leo. It's like we have new, we have old, we have all sorts of stuff. Maybe you're not about it with this energy in the front. That's up to you. But when we have the Hierophant here, This card could represent a Taurus that you're linked to. Usually it's very stern and stable. So there's a possibility, this is for a very small portion of you. You might be rejecting certain energies that are moving towards you, and you might want the one that's not. If that makes sense. I know that seems like a little confusing, but with all these energies moving towards you and knocking on the door, it's like, yeah, well, I want this energy. Like, and this one isn't coming towards me for whatever reason. But I still feel like with all the magnetism around you, all this energy could be moving towards you in a very quick way. But this is super, super deep connection right here on the back end. Like I said, possible marriage material here. At the very least, relationship material or something that could last a long time. Now, a lot of you know I don't just solely read love here, but we're picking up the notes, right? We're picking up a lot of love cards showing up in this spread. So if you're not going through romantic or love things, there's a lot of internal depth happening here. And this is a very powerful soul bond showing up on the back end. So maybe Spirit's telling you like, hey, a soulmate's coming in, or a soul connection that's very important is coming in. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, Leo. Interesting spread, that's to say the least. But both of these energies in the front end are very similar. Before we get into the shadow card, let's go. So position number one, we have the Four of Swords with the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Yes, I did say that, like, all this energy is moving towards you, like people and things. Could be like almost a barrage in this time. It could be a little overwhelming, so maybe you're feeling a little depleted. That's a big possibility here. But yeah, you might need to take a rest or a break from something, and be careful of who and what you're giving your energy to. In the center, we have the Nine of Cups with the Knight of Cups in the upright. Someone's coming in. I did say watch out for like salesman type of people, smooth talkers, Prince Charming types of vibes, if that's something you're not interested in. But there is like emotional fulfillment and happiness here. And the energy towards Leo is magnetic. I did say, yeah, here they come. Here they come. It's all over the place. On the back end, we have the Six of Cups with the Hierophant in the upright. Long-term commitment type energy right here on the back end, or ties at the very least, talking possible marriage. But when I see that energy, it was giving me the vibe, like I already said, where, all right, well, this energy is coming towards me, this energy is coming towards me, but that's the energy I want, and it's not moving. So you decide, you pick and choose, because all of it could be moving towards you subtly. So Leo, please take a screenshot. Let's get you a shadow card here. Let's see what's in the shadows for Leo. Interesting reading. Lots of options here, I will say that. But all good. I'm not getting any of the treacherous cards or anything like that. Just have your guard up a little bit, right? So let's get one shadow card for Leo. Whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see, I always feel like this is a nice thing to pull at the end. Okay, what do we have in the shadows? Doesn't always have to be a challenge. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link to it down in the comments below. I just added a new tier for those of you that want the Zodiac emojis and the membership badges. It's a couple of bucks. So let's get you a shadow card. No pressure. All right, I just got to mention it. What's happening with the shadows for Leo? Thank you. All right, Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's a card that could represent you, card that could represent the self. And that's been a big thing with fire signs in this week, is how one views themselves or their self-confidence. Now, I always say with the Queen of Wands, very sexy, right? This is a very confident, very sexy, abundant type of energy. So for a lot of you, you really might be feeling yourself in this time. If you're not, you will be when the Queen of Wands is here. But it could also represent changes with how you view yourself or self-perception. So there is something about self-perception showing up here in the shadows, okay? Confidence or lack thereof, that's really up for you to decide. But when I see the Queen of Wands, I think it's beautiful. So this could be Spirit telling you, like, hey, be confident in yourself. You know what you're worth. You know what you have to offer. So that's beautiful stuff. Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The November subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the October subscriber surprise, the winners will be in the community tab after this week's fire and air readings. But for November, we're bringing back winner's choice. 2 lucky subscribers will get to pick a deck of their choosing up to $40 US. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the zodiac signs, which one do you think is the most fun? Which one do you have the most fun with? And yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of November, I'll pick the winners at random as usual. My friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.